Hey everybody, welcome back to Stories of Strength. Today is a difficult story to share with you. Our friends Corey and Julie Roos and their sons Jarrett and Colton talk about what happened 4 years ago when their son and their brother didn't come home. He was killed in a traffic accident, and it's been a journey, a really difficult journey ever since. Today we get to share their story as they've continued on through losing somebody they love so dearly. Here is the Roos family story.
He went on a trip down to Kansas to pick up some cattle, and nobody had heard from him. And I knew something wasn't right. And so I basically denied those feelings and said everything's going to be all right. A friend of ours was a chief deputy in Osceola County, and they put out a missing persons, and then they were able to ping his phone.
And Jake was a kid. It didn't matter what kind of trouble he got into. He would always come to us and say, I screwed up, or I did this. So we knew not hearing from him meant there was trouble, because that wasn't Jake. He would have let us know. The phone call came and we got a plane, which led to Corey calling Tony Zali and his brother-in-law and said, guys, I need you, you gotta come with me, we're going up in the plane. Which led to a lot of uncertainty on my part, not being able to go as a mother to go look for your son, to lay on the couch with my foot up, having to rely on everybody else, not knowing what's going on. He called when they left. He says, I'm in the plane. It's the last I'm going to talk to you till we find him.
The pilot radioed in. Their code is a survey. They were surveying. So he was just a couple hundred yards off the highway. And again, the state of Kansas is flat, and then you come to a seems like a bottomless ravine. And I believe it was the third ravine we came to. We saw pretty much knew what we were going to find at the bottom. Worst sight in my life.
I mean, we had people in and out of that house, and you sit there for hours waiting for them to get back. And because all I needed at that point is that connection.
The service was special. Like the wrestling community, the trucking community is likewise a family of diesel heads, as we would call them. But close to 100 trucks showed up to prayed and hit their Jake brakes going by the church. We laid Jake to rest in Ashton. Why? I guess now because when I sit and drink coffee every morning, I see the trees under.
You know, I love him to death. You know, all the fights we'd get into, which hogs is who and who's got the better and all that. But I truly do love him. He's the one that showed me how to go down the right path.
His work ethic and his how he didn't stop, and that he pushed and didn't stop pushing.
Jake's mission on earth. There was no one that was not a friend to Jake. And it didn't matter who you were, what difficulties you had, why you had those difficulties. He's gonna love you anyways.